Mr. President, you mentioned a couple of times that you're a treaty ally of the United States. So are we Australians. There are 5 of us in Asia. Sometimes the Americans can be tricky to deal with.
I don't think you'll get any contradiction from the Philippines on that.
But they're good people, and they've been reliable security partners. So tell me, in a nutshell, how's it going with Uncle Sam? Because it wasn't going so well under President Duterte.
Well, in a sense, despite the fact that my predecessor, President Duterte, had a very different treatment of the relationship between the U.S. and the Philippines. The basic premise of the strong relationship that has been developed between the U.S. and the Philippines over more than 100 years, beyond the time that we had a formal diplomatic relationship, is recognized as being as strong as it has ever been, and that it is necessary, especially with the events of the past few weeks and months, maybe, where what has happened is that many times I had felt that in the past years there was a feeling that we had come to a kind of modus vivendi in our region. And that we have found a way to live with each other in peace, and found a way to calm the waters whenever things go awry a little bit. But again, the events in the last few months really have pointed out that those problems had not really gone away. They were just bubbling under the surface, and they now have come above the surface, and we have to face those challenges, and we have to deal with them. So the United States, the partnership between the United States and the Philippines is going to be certainly a very, very important part of being able to manage those problems that we have been facing. I think it's no surprise to anyone that the Philippines has some of these conflicts with the People's Republic of China. And the position that the Philippines takes is that we have no territorial conflict with China. What we have are China claiming territory that belongs to the Philippines. So this is the position we take, and with our American partners, we have promoted that position. We have also made it very clear to our friends in Beijing that this is the way we feel about it. And as a consequence of this challenge that we have, this diplomatic, this territorial challenge that we have, I'd like to point out that this is the first national election in the Philippines where foreign policy was an issue with the people. Generally speaking, in our experience, the foreign policy, the ordinary citizen, the ordinary voter, would say, well, foreign policy is not really our concern. Let the experts in government decide that. But when it happens that fishermen are not allowed to continue with their livelihood, to fish in areas where they have fished for the last 30, 40 generations, then it becomes an issue right at the gut of our people. And that is where we find ourselves now.